Herdsmen attacks in the country just this year has left over 100 dead and properties vandalized. The Department of Security Service over the weekend reported to the presidency that Islamic State of West Africa ISWA fighters have invaded parts of the country and are responsible for recent attacks. Now in the studio with us to discuss the porosity of the country's borders is IsA Umar. He is the former gubernatorial aspirant in Niger State 2015. Welcome to the news. All right. Now, what will be your reaction to the recent report by the Department of State Services given to the presidency that there's an influx of ISWA fighters in some parts of the country? What comes to mind? Yes.
The last time I'm here, we discussed about the herdsmen problems.
Which is still on.
It's still on, especially the causes, the genesis. I think we talked that one and the solution to it with one of your Momo. Is it Momo they call him? The other Momodu.
Yeah.
I am looking at the whole situation about this herdsmen. Politically, it is a politics. Because I don't look at it as a politics. Look at when the government is not run one-sided, people now create or they find a solution to one particular problem that will be a problem that the government will be dealing with. I remember a statement during late General Sani Abacha. He says that any insecurity urgency in Nigeria that cannot be tackled within 24 hours, government has hand in it.
Okay.
I think something like this.
You subscribe to that statement?
Yeah, it says any insecurity urgency in Nigeria or in any part of the country that government cannot tackle it within 24 hours, government has a hand in it.
Okay.
The herdsmen. The last time we were dealing with Boko Haram, people say it's the government that has an on it. They say most of the people in the north have a hand in Boko Haram. Before Boko Haram, we have the militants. Former late President Umar Musa Yaradua, he was advised by the security operative, the DSS, the DMI, the NI, the Nigerian Army, the police, the Air Force, all the security aspects in Nigeria. He said to them, what is the solution to these militants? Umar Musa Yaradua came with a very big solution of this amnesty. It worked. Even when United Kingdom provide Nigeria with satellite to position all their cells, he has all what it takes to take them out. He has what it takes to flush them out, kill them. But is it worth it? If the amnesty can work, they give them a second chance to live. If the politicians are using the militant against other Nigerians just for selfish interest, the president has come clean. Even when they say the government has an hand in the militant, the president has come clean, which is late Musa Yaradua, who says the amnesty program will work. And it worked. Together with Goodluck, they did that. The amnesty program worked. They take so many people out, teach them. Some were integrated into the military, some of them were given a lot of handwork, some of them were given contracts, some of them work. But at the end of the day, the militants piled on.
Okay, from all of this you're saying, are you trying to say that this present administration has not really devised a proper strategy or mechanism to handle this particular crisis ongoing?
Of course. They can take example from the former president, as I said to you. This former president, every president has his own challenges at any of his time.
Of course.
Buhari is a good man. He's a good president. People put their faith on him. People rely on him. The masses vote for him. So he has whatever it takes But there are people that are masterminding his authority to do something that he don't even know about. But in person, he is a good man. Wasn't because politically, I'm not from his party. In person, I didn't vote for him. Most of his friends, like his in-laws, like his children, they are the people that we know. We live in the same area, in the same GRA, in Kaduna. I've sat with him, we ate. That was before, I think the first during, I think it's during Obasanjo's time, when he contested, I think, for the first time or the second time. But in person, what I'm trying to say is that if late Umar Musa Yaradua can find a solution to the militant, and it worked. And if him can find a solution to the recent Boko Haram, which everybody rely on him, and at the end of the day, it worked.
So there has to be a solution to this.
They have to find solutions. People are not talking about Boko Haram the way they're talking about henchmen, the way they're talking about the kidnappers. He have found a solution. He said, I remember one of his interview before he became a president. Buhari said in his interview, there is no any reason why every Nigerian will come to Abuja to search for a job and be killed. He said that. I remember Buhari said, there's no need of people afraid of Boko Haram. Who is Boko Haram? Buhari said that. That they are just a small corn in the backyard of the military. That once he becomes a president, he will crush them. What is this instrument that he cannot do that?
Okay, now looking at this report as presented to the president, saying the influx of these fighters into some parts of the country, how would you expect the presidency or this administration to react to this, given that we have an agency which controls the immigration? So are we trying to say that with this happening, that means this agency set up to control influx of people in and out of the country, they're not carrying out their jobs very well? Can we say that our immigration agencies are not effective enough?
Okay. My dear, let me tell you something. When there is insecurity in this country, you look at the situations around the insecurity. First, you have to look at the people that are doing this. They are not ordinary people that have not been trained. Can you handle a gun?
No, I can't.
Because you have not been trained.
Yeah.
Because you have not gone to gun school. Because you have never been in any of the security agency. You have not been to any of the security department. So you haven't been to anywhere to learn a gun. Isn't so?
Of course.
Good. A Fulani man in person isn't what they call a henchman. How can a Fulani man attack a whole village with a gun? This particular henchman you are talking about, did they use hand or stick or knife? What did they use? Gun. Can you just wake up one day and make yourself a gun user? It's not possible.
Without training.
Without training. The last time in the same Benue state, when this henchman attack go on, the same Benue state, they found a fake army barrack, a naval base, a signal base, where they train kidnappers and robbers. The same military people with military uniform and everything. What has government done with that up to today? Sorry to say about it. The last interview I said that let them find the solution from the beginning. They don't look at the solution from how it's happening. People that are enjoying this outfit, you cannot clear them at once. But what are the causes, the genesis of why this problem is facing Nigeria.
Yeah.
I come up with a solution saying that some of our ex-servicemen and some disease servicemen that have to do with this. I look at it that a policeman who is an ex-serviceman died in active duty, well-trained. Government have taken him to so many fields to train. He has been in the police station. He knows how the police station look like. He knows how to arrest. He knows how to release. He knows how to demand for bail. He knows how to meet the bail condition. He has the idea of how important is the freedom of a man is. When a policeman arrests you, he puts you in the cell. Your people, your husband, your relations will come after and asking the policeman, please, we need you on bail. They don't talk about your offenses. They talk about just what they need is you to be taken to bail. What is different between the bail and the kidnapping situation that the henchmen are doing? Now look at how they are graduating now. They are graduating from robber to kidnapping. You see it? Now they are graduating from kidnapping to what? The terrorism. So maybe the robbery is not paying. Now the what? The kidnapping is paying.
Yeah.
Now the kidnapping is not paying.
Terrorism.
Now the terrorism will pay. Then they have to look at who are the sponsors. Now, who are even they? That's one thing you have to look at. How did they get their training? How?
So you're saying this is politically motivated?
It's politically motivated by people who are against this government. By people who want this government to go down at all means. By people who actually don't have faith in this government. By people who don't even know that this government can be able to deliver the promise he has made. A lot of criticizing. They even call it Buaria. A lot of people are dying hungry. But that is not the problem. Solve the insecurity problem first. Now, when a policeman died in active duty, the government cannot do anything. What they do is nothing. The man has 5 children. The man has a wife. He lives in the barrack. You are asking him to leave the barrack. The house has been allocated to someone else. The family will be living. They will depart the house. Go to the village. These children, they were in school when their father is alive. The same man whom you give the same house, who died in active duty at the cost of protecting this country, you are now abandoning his family and the children. How do you want the children to become? How? You want the children to become, you can't even provide them with a scholarship. You can't even provide the children with even the family with a house. You are even sending them out of the barrack. How do you expect the children to grow up with?
Okay, now, Alhaji, let's look at the responsibility, the first responsibility of any government, is to protect lives and properties of its citizens. Can we say this government have lived up to that responsibility? Okay, I'm going to give you a little instance. It's not just the Benue attack and all of it. The herdsmen issue is just like, it's spreading. There's someone was traveling, I've forgotten the route actually, she was traveling and then they were actually kidnapped. Their boss was stopped on the road. They were kidnapped by Fulani.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, they were kidnapped and held for 4 days. Like you mentioned, kidnapping is part of what they do. And from what the person pointed out, she said there was a SARS office close to where they were kidnapped.
Kidnapped? In where?
Yes. I can't remember the highway exactly. And I mean, to imagine that there was a security office close to where this incident took place and nothing was being done. As it is now, it seems like the lives of citizens, our lives are in our hands. Like we do not have, any security again. Our lives are in our hands already. How can we say this government have been responsive to security situations? How can we rate them?
Okay, the first rules in every government is to protect the life and the property, to safeguard the citizen, and to provide an adequate atmosphere for each and every citizen to face its daily needs, how to meet up its daily needs. When you're talking about this government fails its duty to protect the life and the property of the citizens, you're wrong. Very, very wrong.
Okay.
I remember before this government took the power, about this administrative. I remember a lot of people, before you travel, even from here to Gwagwalada, here in Abuja, from here to Gwagwalada, if you are used to spend 30 minutes, you spend 3 hours.
Okay.
They will search you. They will search your car, they will bring you out, they will search you because they don't longer believe in who are the security threat in this country because of the Boko Haram issue. Your mind is no longer free to protect yourself. So the security men will search you, will search your vehicle before reaching Gwagwalada. Because it is the only option they have. Because if you look at it, an individual will just carry a bomb, like Nyanya incident. The man that carried a bomb just enter the bus, kill people. You are innocent, I am innocent. What makes you think that you've been trained, brainwashed by the same people who want to attack this country and they are asking to carry a bomb? How will I know? We can be in the same country you are with born. I can start asking you, how are you? We'll be talking. That's all. So, this government, that fear, it was taken away for individuals. I could remember traveling to Kaduna, traveling to any part of the state. Immediately, the first thing they have done is to take away all the roadblocks to enable you to be free when you are traveling. Protection, the security in the hands of God. That is what everybody would think first. But definitely, you have to do your best to make sure that you protect yourself. So now, you are talking about the government. Have they done anything to protect? We live in fear. A lot of people live in fear. They are not even believing their neighbor. When a man packed a little,
everywhere.
yes, the station. When a man just leave his bag, even in the shop, people will now say, "Hey, come and carry your bag." I could remember one incident that happened in Kaduna State. It was right in front of me. A policeman died right in front of me. It was a bag that was kept. People were shouting. This policeman was a bomb response team. I think the man's name is Friday. I can remember his name up to today. Nobody, no any civilian go to the bomb. They are waiting for a policeman to come and carry the bomb. The policeman now on his process carried the bomb. When he carried the bomb, the whole people now start tapping, "Hey, he's a hero." After 2 minutes, the man died and say, "Ah, yakashishi." That the bomb has killed the man and it's now become a fun. Does it look like fun? If that policeman is your father, how do you feel? If it's your brother, how do you feel? All in the name of what? Protecting the lives and the citizens of this country. As you said, this government failed the duty to protect the lives and the citizens of this government? Did this government have a feeling for the security men who died in the lines of duty? That is your question. The people that the government is using, isn't the police and army? Have you ever thought by yourself that a policeman who died in the lines of duty, have you ever think of his family and his children? Did you ever thought of how much is the army man's salary, other rank? Did you ever thought of how much is the policeman a salary? A man that controls a whole local government is collecting less than 200,000. That's an
So what
AC.
you're trying to say is that this government, what we need to do is to provide, more, look into the welfare of the security
Of the
officers
security
so that
men.
they can do better.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no motivation as it is now.
No. There's no policeman who swear on duty will not do anything to jeopardize this country. They've been relaxed. And I don't blame them. You just mentioned something now. They are what? An enhancement. What do you say? Kidnapped a lady, your friend. Did you say that? Near the SAS office. Am I right? And the SAS police didn't do anything about it. Isn't so? What do you want him to do?
So, okay, you're in support of the fact that, they should be laid back about their duties.
If a policeman would die in the line of duty without the government looking into his family, then why will he die? Who trained the children?
So as it is now, it's not the fault of the citizens. It still boils back to what the provision the government is making for its security agencies.
It's not fair enough. Let the government look into the security agency in Nigeria. It's not fair enough.
Okay, now
look at what happened some time ago.
Because of want of time, finally, how would you suggest that our security agencies should react to this news that the DSS has given to the presidency about the influx of those people into different parts of the country? How best do you think the security agencies should react to this particular news?
First, they should prove it to the government. If they have any proof, they should prove it to the government. They should prove it to society.
Okay.
And at the same time, again, the president, he has all the power. He is the commander-in-chief. He is the father of the nation. And he has employed the best security men around him. I can know that Brute is the chief of army staff. He has done his best. Okay. I know this man very well. And at the same time, again, the IG has done his best. They are best people. Those are the people that carry out the domestic and international and local protection in the country. You know that Brute is doing his best. He fought the Boko Haram. You know the IG have done his best to make sure that he fought all the herdsmen. The last time he spent almost 1 week in Benue. And he's still working on that Benue to make sure that he flushed them out. So the truth is that let the government look at the security men. The soldiers, the police, the navy, the air force, the immigration, the civil defense, the custom. If possible, they should look at even the retirees, even the children of people that die in lines of duty, the people that die in active duty. Find their children. People give their lives to protect this country. You train them with hand-in taxpayers' money.
Right,
You take them to so many fields.
Thank you very much for coming on the news.
No problem.
Well, you're still on to PTV Primetime News.